It has been a year of ups and downs for China-US relations. A new wave of tariffs came right after Trump took office. Escalating tariffs quickly pushed bilateral duties to 125%, with some products reaching as high as 145% by April. As the measures targeted key sectors, global supply chains were pushed to their limits. China responded with firm countermeasures.
China does not look for a war, but neither are we afraid of it. We will fight if fight we must. Our doors are open if the U.S. wants to talk.
Beginning in Geneva, China and the U.S. have held economic and trade talks. A de-escalation momentum carried through London, Stockholm, Madrid, and finally Kuala Lumpur. Under the consensus, the U.S. will remove the additional 10% fentanyl tariffs on Chinese goods and continue to suspend the 24% reciprocal tariffs for another year. Both sides have also agreed on cooperation related to TikTok, reductions in investment barriers, and a pause in tensions in maritime sectors.
The outcomes of our economic and trade consultations have not come easily. China looks forward to working with the United States to earnestly implement these outcomes.
That set the stage for the most anticipated event of the year. In October, the historic meeting between President Xi Jinping and President Donald Trump in Busan helped steady the ship for China-US relations amid choppy waters. President Xi described trade as a stabilizing anchor rather than a source of friction, while President Trump pledged that, together, the two nations can achieve great things. Parallel to diplomatic engagement, people-to-people ties remain resilient. Some local officials, business leaders, young people continue to build bridges rather than walls across the Pacific.
We want to make sure that China knows that we're here to work together.
While the U.S. has conditionally allowed AI chip exports and delayed semiconductor tariffs, experts say Washington's high-stakes pursuit of technological supremacy remains firmly in place.
There are certainly conflicts of interest, but overall, their economies remain complementary and inseparable. I believe the most critical shared interest between China and the United States is maintaining global financial stability and preventing crises. Trump seeks active cooperation with China, aware of the vulnerability of the U.S. economy. Both sides understand that trying to strangle the other ultimately harms themselves.
The world continues to rely on both sides to address common challenges, particularly for stability in the Asia-Pacific region. But as the year comes to a close, a record-high $11 billion arms sale to China's Taiwan region once again challenges China's red line.
China's response has been firm and resolute, leaving no room for compromise. This shows the shifting balance of power between the two countries, with the U.S. itself recognizing China as a competitor in its national security strategy. The NSES now largely omits ideological difference, and security concerns have also narrowed in scope.
In a phone calls between the two presidents, President Xi Jinping invoked the weight of history, reminding his counterpart that the two nations once stood together against fascism. He emphasized that Taiwan's return to China was a core part of the post-war international order. The U.S. president reaffirmed the One China policy. The task ahead is to turn high-level commitments into concrete action.
China and the U.S. will gain from cooperation and lose from confrontation. Heavy-handed tactics do not work. Saying one thing and doing another is not acceptable. China and the U.S. must seek solutions to their respective concerns based on equality, mutual respect, and reciprocity, and find the right way for the two major countries to get along with each other.
And the message is clear. A stable and healthy relationship between these two major powers is not just an option, but a historical and practical necessity, one that provides much-needed certainty in an increasingly volatile world. 冯一雷 CGTN 北京